Hey guys, it's Emily. So today I was gonna do a story time for you guys, and that's still what I intend to do. But it's like it's not really a funny story time, it's more just like down to earth type video. I was born male, which means, as you can tell, I'm transgender. So when I was in grade 7, I had gone through like a lot of tough times. Like I was confused, like I thought, I didn't know what I was. Like I was always hanging out with girls, and I don't know, it was just weird. And I was watching 2020 one day with this trans supermodel, and I was like, this is who I am. And I don't know, it just kind of clicked. Like I didn't even know this could exist when I was like, because when I was in grade 7, keep in mind I'm 17, so that was like when I was 12, like 5 years ago, trans wasn't even that big. Like now it's like everywhere, but it wasn't that big then. So basically I told my mom, and she was really like supportive of it, like both my parents. And I just still stayed closeted for like probably another 6 months. When one day I just went shopping and I went to school, like dressed like a girl, and I just did it. And I was like, the haters. But yeah, so basically at school, I didn't really have any friends to begin with, so I didn't really have much to lose. So, because I don't know, I was kind of always an outcast. The girls would always tell me, go hang out with the boys, you're a boy. They're all fake as So yeah, so I transitioned when I was in grade 7, and that was just kind of how it was. I was in that in-between phase of like here to here. Like I'll insert a picture right here. But so basically I finished grade 7, and then I went into grade 8, and I don't know, a lot of elementary schools do this where I live. I'm from Toronto. They do like an Ottawa trip or Quebec trip at the end of the school year. And since my school was French immersion, we decided to do a Quebec trip. And basically, so everyone always looked forward to this ever since they like heard about the trip, because it was just like a big thing at my school. And it was supposed to be 4 girls a room, but because I was trans and I hadn't legally changed anything, I was in the process of that, no one shared a room with me. I wanted to share with some people that I thought were my friends, and I don't know, I was always trying to be nice to these girls that I wanted to share a room with. I was never anything but nice to them. They just always like excluded me. And they literally went as far to get their parents to call in, so I couldn't stay in the room because I wrote their names on who I wanted to stay with. And it went so far that every girl's parents called in my grade, and I had no one to stay with. So one day they called me down to the office, and they were like, Emily, do you want to go to Quebec with your mom? And I was like, no. Like, I'm sorry, I may be like alone, but like with my mom, that's like another level of loser. So I was like, no. And they just kept on trying to convince me, and I was like, absolutely not. So basically Quebec comes. I'm still kind of bummed about it, but I'm excited. Like I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. Like I'm staying at a nice hotel. We're going on a coach bus. Like I have friendly people around me, or so I thought. So basically, yeah, we go on the trip, and when I get there, everyone gets a suite except for me, which makes sense because I was only one person. So everyone got a suite with a living room with a pull-out couch and a room with a king-size bed and like a bathroom. I don't know, it was kind of like a mini apartment. I got a typical like hotel room that has 2 queen beds and just like the bathroom, like one of those normal ones, because I was only one person. Like that's like the cheapest room you can get, I guess, at this hotel I was staying at. So basically everyone was like, Emily, why do you get a room with 2 beds? We have one with a pull-out couch and a normal bed. Like this is so unfair, you're only one person. Like, ugh. So this group of girls, like they just came up to me and they're like, so like, can we like switch rooms? Cause it's like unfair that you get 2 beds. Like, why are you so lucky? And I was like, sure, like I'll take your suite, like duh. So I get a switch and go into their suite. So basically, meanwhile on this trip, it was just like me in the suite by myself. So what they did is, I didn't have a phone yet, so I had like an iPad, and they gave me the Wi-Fi password because I knew I was gonna be alone. I could like call home if I wanted to. Like obviously, like it's a pretty nice thing to do considering I was gonna be alone. Everyone else had someone to talk to, but no one else is allowed the Wi-Fi password. So all the other students were giving, they're like, why do you get the Wi-Fi password? Can you give it to me? Can you give it to me? And I didn't know it, so I was like, leave me alone. Whatever. So basically the trip goes on. I just feel like kind of an outcast. I want it to be over. Like it was a 3-day trip. And honestly, I was so glad by the end of grade 8, like I was done. So the summer before grade 8, I actually switched my name to Emily, so it was something else before. My name was Ethan. Insert clip of me as a boy here. So I switched it and I went to a high school that wasn't in my bounds, but it was still in the city I live in. So I attended that school and I was like stealth. And if you don't know what that means, it means I didn't intend on anyone knowing I was trans. I didn't tell anyone because I looked very passable. I had just started hormones, like, I don't know, but I still looked pretty good. I didn't tell anyone until there was a point that I had to. So basically, I was on the bus with my friend, let's just call her Sarah. So I was on the bus with my friend Sarah, coming home from school to go hang out at my house. And while I'm on the bus, I encountered these guys that used to make fun of me on the bus, like saying, Ethan, you're a boy. And she didn't know I was trans. So they were just about to get on the bus, and at that bus stop, I literally dragged her off. I was like, Sarah, we literally can't be here. Like, I'm so sorry, like, we have to get off this bus. And she's like, why? I was like, I'll explain everything. Because they were literally gonna out me. If I was gonna be outed, I would do it myself. That was a few stops before my house, so it was a pretty long walk. So as we were walking, I was telling her, I was like, look, like, these boys make fun of me. They're like, what? She's like, why? I'm like, I'm trans. It went well. Like, she was really supportive. And, like, I was in grade 9. Like, what do you expect a 9th grade girl to do? Like, trust her? Like, you're not gonna trust someone in 9th grade. Like, I had nothing else to say. So obviously word gets around. I didn't know about it though, but everyone else was finding out, like, talking about it, like, oh, Emily's trans. And like, people started putting 2 and 2 together. Like, whenever I changed at the change room, I would only change my top and go to the bathroom to change my pants. And I don't know, it was just like, and then I started telling more and more people that I thought were my friends. And honestly, suggestion, don't ever do that, because people are snakes. So yeah, by the end of grade 9, like, word had kind of gotten around, but it still wasn't completely out. So I was just like, you know what, like, I'm just gonna leave it, like, it's fine, like, I'm just gonna go with it as long as I can, like, stay self as long as I can. And I just, like, I don't know, I just want to stay self because, like, I just want to have a normal, like, teenage, like, grade 9 year, like, not being an outcast. I wanted to make friends easier. I wanted to, like, talk to guys easier. And I don't know, it just seems like the best thing to do for me, for my sanity. So grade 10 starts, and it's typically the same thing. I have the same kind of group of friends I had in grade 9. It was going well until they dropped me. They're like, Emily, you're just, like, really annoying. Like, we don't want to talk to you anymore. Like, sorry, you didn't really do anything wrong. It's just, I don't really like you. And I was like, okay. So that time in my life, it was kind of hard. I just had to make new friends, and, like, I'm really good at making new friends. Like, so it wasn't really a problem for me. It just kind of sucked. So basically, after me and those girls broke off ties, they literally just started spilling everything. They didn't give a f. Grade 10 Christmas came around. Everybody knew I was trans. So I literally posted a photo on Instagram of a selfie, and I was like, I already know most of you guys know this because you're a bunch of snakes, but I'm trans. Literally the most iconic photo ever. I got so many likes, I got so many comments from being like, so proud of you, but you're the girl that didn't let me sleep in the same room as you in elementary school. Yeah. Anyways, so basically after that, it was kind of like, nothing really changed because everyone already knew, but it was just kind of like this tension. Like, people, like, finally got validation, like, to, like, this girl is trans, and I started getting made fun of in the hallways, like, Ethan, because, like, people knew people I used to know, like, word got around, like, people put 2 and together. Like, I didn't tell anyone that, but, like, people just found out, and, like, people got photos of me. Like, I don't even understand, me as a guy, and it was, like, weird. Like, they were spreading around, like, comparing me to this kid, let's call him Kyle. They're like, oh, Emily and Kyle. And when Emily was named Ethan, he looked like Kyle. Like, there was, like, comparisons going around. When I'd walk in the hallway, they'd be like, Ethan, like, walk outside, like, Ethan, you're a boy. And, like, I literally did nothing about it. Like, I should have done something, but I didn't, because, I don't know, I was just trying to stay low-key. Like, I, like, just, like, didn't say anything when they said it. Like, my friends got all mad, but, like, there's nothing really much I could do. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, stop? Because I'm like, stop. So I just kind of, like, I didn't want to start any more problems because it kind of died down. So I just, like, kind of let it go. I would just let the principal know that it was happening, and, like, that's how I felt, but I would just let him know if anything further happened. So basically, since then, it's kind of been the same for me at school. Like, no one really acknowledges it. Boys don't talk to me at all. It's reality. I never get invited to things at my school because I'm considered weird, like, parties. I remember last year, like, all my friends would be invited to parties except for me. And that's just kind of, like, what tore me apart from them. Like, they were doing things with the guys that, like, I was never invited to. I'm kind of an outcast, but at the same time, I just don't really give a f. so excited to go off to university because honestly, high school is literally the stupidest thing ever. If you're watching this, just know, like, I'm in 12th grade. At the beginning of grade 9, I was like, high school's the best thing. Like, it's terrible. Like, you'll get through it though. Like, I'm so happy to say I'm almost done. And like, honestly, I could graduate early if I wanted to, but girl, gotta go to uni. So yeah, so that's all I think for today's video. I think I might do a slideshow after this video, like a transition timeline about all the photos I have, if that would be something that's cool. But anyways, all my socials are like down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. See you later.